Hello ladies and gentle ladies, welcome back to another stream. Today we are going to be doing some more industrial development. Okay. And everything should be good. So yes, we're going to be doing some more industrial. It's been a hot minute, I will say. And I've done a few things since last time. Although I don't entirely remember what I did last time. So we'll go through that in a second. Let's do that real quick. Back here. So, yes, for anyone who is not aware, Industria is a tech mod that I am developing for Fabric 1.21.3 right now, but that doesn't matter. Let me just do this. There you go. We'll do that. Actually, I guess I can do this. Okay, good to know. So yes, hello Lone Wolf and hello Simon. Welcome to the stream. And I don't entirely know what we're going to be doing today. I haven't actually decided. There aren't really many things that need doing ASAP. But yeah, basically what I've been doing recently is getting these to work. I think I broke them. Show you. Oh no, it doesn't like. Okay. I broke something. Let's see if I can find what I broke. I broke this. So I thought that would work. It turns out that doesn't work. So I will not be doing that. In fact, I don't have to do this. I can just do what is it? Full cube. There you go. I think that'll mean wait, where's it gone in here? There it is. And that means I can just quickly hot swap it without having to restart the game, which would be nice. And there you go. You can do that now. Work. So we now have basically the ability to highlight a full nice, and that will be very useful. Obviously right now it still has to have actual block bounding box, but at some point I'll figure out that as well, which should be good. But yeah, so that's kind of all I've actually done, I think. I don't remember if I had the upgrade station last time I streamed or not. I think I was just starting to implement it. I don't know how much of this UI I had implemented. I'm not sure. And yeah, this is still kind of completely bugged. Haven't redone them all yet. I think I've shown you guys, but I'm not sure, to be honest. So if anyone hasn't seen it, anyways, this is the upgrade station. So you just upgrade things to an upgraded variant, and that's this. So we could kind of finish this off today, but that's going to be quite boring, I imagine, and also quite complicated because it's going to involve a lot of UI based. For example, the primary thing I need to do with this really is add some way to lock a recipe, which is actually way more complicated than you might think. So yeah, I'm not sure about doing that in this stream. Probably not. Instead, I think streams work better to work on something completely new. I think that's probably what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be working on something completely new. I think that's a better route to take. So I think we're just going to do something pretty basic. And I think we're just going to make an electric furnace, which is pretty basic, but it's pretty much necessary. We're being realistic for a tech mod. So I have to do it at some point. So we might as well do it now. That is my thought process. So let's get started. I mean, this should be really simple, but it's still going to take us a little while, probably about an hour at least. So we'll see if we can get it done. So we'll just start by obviously the usual stuff. We'll register the block. Here we go. So we'll just go electric furnace block like that. And sure, that can copy blocks.furnace. That doesn't really matter. And then we'll just create a hello IntelliJ. Okay, thank you. Why are you scared? Why? There's nothing scary about these streams, I promise you. It's very common for me to stream on a Friday, so I'm not sure why you're surprised. How do you do direction properties nowadays? They're just enum properties, aren't they? I think. Type direction. And then that'll be the facing is equal properties. Well, it's somewhat common. I think most of my streams have been on Fridays. I feel like most of them have been on Fridays. There we go. This is wrong. It always gets this one wrong. I don't know why. There we go. We're going to rotate. Well. And also mirror. And then what else? What am I missing? Okay, we're also going to want a lit property as well. So let's do that as well. So Boolean property. We lit. I think I can just do properties.lit. Hello, Deneva. Welcome to the stream and good morning to you. It's not good morning for me. It's 7 PM, but good morning to you. The video will come out at some point. There will be a video at some point soon. I just need to finish editing it, which I thought I was going to get done today, but I didn't, so it's not releasing today. I might re-record it before I release it. So yeah. What the hell? Why is it trying to do that? That's weird. Well, I can't. I mean, you can kind of guess what it might be, but I'm not going to give anything away. Yeah, I'm wearing gloves, man. It's cold. My hands are cold. So yes, I am wearing gloves. We look at that. What's the remove method called? Is it destroy? Oh no, it's break, isn't it? Is it break? No, I don't think it is break. That doesn't seem right. Ah, on state replaced. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yep. I should probably do these too. Oh, it's cold. Like 2 degrees. Or, yeah. Sure, it needs to be a block entity as well. That would be quite important. So, what's the class called? I don't know. Yep, that's it. Thank you. I honestly haven't done modding in quite a while, so I'm getting a bit lost. Well, I have a space heater. I have one right next to me. I'm not gonna turn it on because they're expensive. It's fine. I'm fine wearing gloves. I don't mind. How cold is it outside? I have no idea. Let me check. Oh, I have to take my gloves off to use. That's always. Let's see. Outside it is 4 degrees. Yeah, 4 degrees. Pretty chilly, man. Yeah, Celsius. Don't even ask me what that is in Fahrenheit. I have no idea. Probably like negative. Wait, what do you mean that's not cold? You guys are crazy. No. No, it's cold. I think you guys are actually 4 degrees is very cold. Literally, there's snow about, you know? What else do I implement? I need the extended thing. No, it's not this though. I don't think so. Oh no, it is this. Never mind. Well, to be clear, this is probably the coldest it will get here. Like, I doubt we'll get anything lower. And it might go down to like 0. It was the other day. That'll be the lowest it goes. Most likely. Because UK moment. I'm not streaming my language wide. I don't think people want to watch that. I'm like fairly quite confident people do not care about that. It's very boring to watch. No, I always do this. Not that. It's I need to use my method. That one. I mean, work is a strong word. I've only built Alexa, but I haven't built the parser and the compiler and the runtime and the standard library. I only started it a week ago. I literally started it on Monday. So I don't think I even did anything on. So, or yes, that's right, isn't it? Hello, Mohammed. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you appreciate the tutorials. To be clear, everyone, I do intend to continue the tutorials. They're not completely stopping. At some point they will return. I just need the time to do them, since they are very time consuming. But when I get the time, they will back. Is this right? This doesn't seem right. That's not. Okay, the next tutorial, I don't know. The last time I said I thought the next tutorial was going to come out, I said it was going to come out like the end of that week, and then it just has come out, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So it wasn't too. I don't even know when I last released a tutorial. How long ago was that? It feels like forever ago. That was only a month ago. That's not that bad. Wait, is that right? September 27th. Okay, no, it's almost 2 months ago. But still. No competition. Wide. Well, yeah, Corp and Joe is catching up. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he's at right now. Let's see. He's at berry bushes. Wow, so exciting. I mean, as long as he doesn't do entities before me, all is good, right? Because entities are the biggie. But I don't really care. Like, it's not like insane competition, right? It's not like I'm not doing them to compete with him. So it also doesn't really matter if he gets it out first. It's just more beneficial for me if I get it out first. That's all. That's basically the only thing, right? Yes, and I also want progress, please. Progress? Cook time? No, that's crit. Well, no, I guess that's fine, but I want progress. This is also quite crit. I like to. I don't think making an AI to generate tutorials is even remotely feasible wide, but I appreciate your input. God, I'm forgetting how to do my own stuff here because it's been so long. There we go. I've been following your modding series for ages, and I've learned everything I know about modding. You're welcome. That is basically my intention, to teach modding, right? That's the fun thing. I'm also gonna move chat over here. What is this? There's a thing with a 1 next to it. I don't know what it means. It says the YouTube symbol and then there's a 1 next to it. I don't know what that means. There's also some... Oh. But no, I'm not going to do tutorial TikToks. I'm not sure how you would even do that because it's too... It's too fast paced. I'd have to like... Yeah, I don't even know how I would do that. Yeah, I guess you could do it in parts. It's like... follow for part 5. Follow for part 80. That'd be so goofy. How many monitors do you have? I have 3 monitors. I have my left one, which is OBS at the moment, but it's normally Discord. And then I have my middle one, which is like, you know, middle stuff, this one. And then I have my right one, which I have YouTube on, and also I normally have my music on, but not today. And hello, Shiro. What? Shiro? Is that how you say it? Anyways, welcome to the stream. I genuinely could do tutorial TikToks, I guess, but it would have to be fast-paced, right? Like, even if I'm doing, like, 30 parts, it needs to be fast-paced. It needs to be like, bam, bam, bam. The brain rot would go crazy. Yeah, soap cutting and Subway Surfers. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'll convince Lime to do it for. That'd be good. There we go, this, and then what do we want the capacity to be? I don't know, 10,000 isn't actually that much. Maybe like 25,000, sure. Nice. That should be those, and then I need the thing. There's a method I need to override. From something. Is it from this? I do not still have TikTok, no. Oh, I meant to use syncable tickable block entity instead of tickable entity. Good to know. I don't think I meant to use the tick method either. I think I meant to use on tick. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. How much is this going to be able to do for me? No, that's not right. That's a shame. Anyways, I need to override something, and I'm not sure what I meant to be overriding. Ah, that's it. Get syncable storages. And then I have to... My system of this is not really great. I need like a syncing inventory. Simple inventory. Yeah, like that. And then return those as a list or something. You could explain each step and click the cursor to add the part you're explaining instead of typing it out. Maybe. Yeah, I suppose so. Like what Fireship does, right? Where he just clicks and then the code appears. And maybe. I mean, it could work. Hypothetically. And I could also put it on YouTube Shorts. It could work. What does it get? Inventory provider. No, how do you do this? Get storage, isn't it? And then this needs to be the actual inventory storage. There you go. Now I need to do the same with energy. And then I need to assign these a direction. So this should probably be... This should actually probably be 2 inventories here. Oh wait, no, this isn't right. Yeah, this isn't right. There should actually be 3 inventories. There needs to be the input slot, which will be the top, so direction dot up. Then there will be the fuel slot, which will be a predicate simple inventory. This one, and then what is it, like fuel registry or fuel something? How do you get the fuel thing nowadays? I'm pretty sure there's a new thing for it. Is it furnace? I don't think it is in the furnace. Let's have a look. Oh, no, you get it from the world, don't you? You do this dot world dot fuel registry is fuel. Yeah, like that. And then this is going to be direction dot south, I think, but that's going to have to change based on the rotation, which I actually don't have support for yet. But that's fine. And then this is just all sides. Yeah, that's good. I'm also going to have a property delegate because we are going to need to sync this. So today we are making an electric furnace because it needs to be done, and I think streams are more suited for adding new things rather than working on previous things, and as such that is why we are doing this today. So that's the plan. What's next? So we have the properties, we have the inventory, the energy storage. We need to do the tick logic now, I guess. So okay, let's do this. So let's get the energy storage. So the energy, simple energy storage, isn't it? I think energy storage is equal. Don't think that's, yeah, didn't think so. Okay, and then say okay, if it doesn't have enough energy, I guess we just don't want to do anything, right? If energy storage dot amount is less than, we'll go like maybe 10 for now. Then yeah, we return. Okay, I don't really want the input. Okay, I'm gonna take my gloves off. It's actually not as cold as it was earlier now. So. Okay. Let's create a recipe simple inventory. Or no, I guess we don't really need that. All we need is to get the recipe from the input first of all, right? Or do we need to do that? I guess we don't really need to do that. We need to check if the burn time is greater than 0. And then if it is, then yeah, we do this. Sure, that's fine. Else? No, this is not right. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. We do want to actually do that first. God, I haven't written a furnace in ages. I'm not thinking. So if the burn time is greater than 0, that means it's currently burning a fuel. So it decrements the burn time because the burn time will basically be set to the max burn time. In here. Okay, Copilot needs to go away because it's not helping me today. And it doesn't need to do energy. It just needs to do that. And then what we need to do... No, we're not playing Music Disc 11. Well, that'll do. So... Else we need to set the burn time, but only if... Okay. Why can I not? But I've done this so many times, and for some reason I cannot think of how you do it. I've literally wrote a furnace like 50 times. I even did it back in 1.12, I think. So I'm gonna find a reference of one of the furnaces that I wrote at some point. Actually, I'm an idiot. We literally have the alloy furnace, bro. How do I do it in here? Ah, buffered stack. That's a good point. Do we need that? I guess we don't really need that because the only reason the alloy furnace needs that is because it has two different inputs, I believe. If the burn time is greater than 0, then it just decrements it and it updates. Yeah, that's reasonable. And then what does it do? So this works by storing the current recipe. Is that really necessary though? Not really. But we will need the recipe. So we'll go an optional of what is it, a recipe entry of a, what is it, smelting recipe? And we're gonna do get the recipe. So I think we can do that from the world or something. This dot world. Then we get the server recipe manager. And then we get the first match of recipe type dot smelting. And then what? What does it want? A single stack recipe input, which is what? Single stack recipe input. Can I just do this? A cached match getter? What is a cached match getter? This? Or, oh, this? What is this? Oh? Huh. Okay. So, if I grab a private final match getter of recipe input, which is what? Just a single stack recipe input, okay. And then something that extends abstract cooking recipe. Sure. Match getter. And we set this in the constructor. So this is this new? I feel like I've never seen this before. Okay, what's the recipe type that we're going for? Yeah, I think we're just going to go for smelting. I feel like I've never seen it before, but I could just be completely crazy. Oh. What is that? So is this like put in MBT or no? Interesting. Okay, so yeah, they do the same thing. They decrement the burn time. Then they get the fuel stack. They do this in a really weird order. I never really understand why they do that. Get fuel time. Yeah. That does that based on the fuel thing. So only if it's 0, which I guess makes sense. With a constant recipe type, I think you can make the match getter static. Yeah, I guess so. That would make sense. So I can actually just do match getter equals server recipe manager dot create cached match getter, like this, I guess. What does this actually do? I'm curious. So it just holds the ID, I guess. Optimize for getting matches of the same recipe repeatedly. Yeah, the problem I see with that is that the registry key is going to keep changing, basically. So I don't think that's the way to do it. So this can still be smelting. That just needs to be like that. And not static, please. Match getter get first match a new single stack of wrapped inventory storage dot get inventory and dot get stack 0. And it also needs what? The world. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. So it needs the world. Which I guess I need to cast the world, which makes sense. Let's just do this actually. Input. Zero. That'll just make this a little bit easier to read. There we go. So that will get the recipe. Now, before I actually do that, I'm just going to say if this dot burn time is equal to 0. Wait, but shouldn't it only set the burn time? Also, that's a good point. There's no need for like a... Oh no, there is. I see. So that, oh, so that sets the fuel time. So like the time of the actual fuel, not the time that it burned. That makes sense. But this is actually more like the max burn time. If that's 0, then it sets the max burn time to be this.world.fuel registry.get fuel ticks of... Once again, I'm actually going to do a fuel inventory. And I'll say get fuel ticks of fuel inventory.get stack in slot 0. There we go. And then, yeah, which is basically the same as what the furnace does here, just less stupid. If it's burning, so what's this saying? If it's burning or there is fuel or there's an input? No, or there's fuel and an input? Oh, no, no, no. If there's burning or there is fuel and there's an input, that makes sense. So if the burn time is greater than 0, or there is a fuel, so for fuel inventory is not empty, and input inventory is not empty. I'm actually going to put these in brackets just so it's a little bit easier to read there. In fact, it might just be worth grabbing the fuel stack. Fuel stack, and then I can say fuel. There we go, and then I'm actually going to do the same thing here because I don't see why not. So input stack is equal input inventory. I'll get stack 0. Input stack, and then once again here I can use input stack. Okay, so what does this do then? Can accept recipe output. Oh, they must have rewritten the furnace at some point. Like completely rewritten it, because this is all very different than I remember. The way that they do that. Ah, that makes sense. So they store the single stack recipe input because that needs to be passed to the actual craft method when it's crafted. So we'll say recipe input is equal this. Well, actually that, so we can that. Then I think we need the match. Let's check. So recipe entry. But what does this do? Get first match or else? Okay, yeah, that makes sense because recipe entries are like, that makes sense. So I'm not going to do it like that. Or am I? Wait, what does this do with the recipe? That passes it in there. I'd rather pass it around as an optional, I think. Yeah, I think I'd rather pass it around as an option. I'm gonna do that. At some point, I do need to check the energy, though. But why has it done that? That's not what I meant for it to do. I meant to do... yeah, this. Not that. Meant to do that. There you go. So I need to check the energy at some point. Probably... here? Maybe? Or here? Because it should do the burn thing first, and that should go down. But then I guess the progress needs to go down too if there's no energy. Or does it? Or should it just keep the progress where it is? It could just keep the progress where it is, actually. That's reasonable. So sure, it should do that. So this, I think, needs to be maybe after this? Or not? So what does this do here? Wait, this doesn't make sense. So it says here, look, if the block entity is burning... Oh, no, because it's war state. So what does this do? Is this for the fuel then? To decrement the fuel? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so... Oh, why does it call that twice, though? Why does it call can accept recipe output twice? Is that necessary? I don't think that's necessary. So if it's not burning, so let's say if this.burn time is less than or equal to 0, you turned A or B and C into... That's exactly the same. What do you mean? Also, no, it's the other way around. It's an or before the and, not an and before the or. Because... Yeah, because it's if the block entity is burning, or there is fuel, right? And then so it's this, and there is an input. And I'm doing the same thing. So I'm saying if it's burning, or there is... Wait, have I got this inverted? No. Oh, so this is... Yeah, that's fine. So if it's burning, or there is a fuel, and there is an input. I think that's... I'm pretty sure that's correct. So then I check if it's not burning. And it can accept an output. So let's create a private boolean can accept output. I think that just takes in an item stack. But no, it's not going to take in an item stack, is it? It's going to take in, yes, the recipe and the output. So the recipe entry, or I think that can just be the smelting recipe, right? Recipe entry, and then a recipe input. It's the same as true or false and false, which is not the same. Yeah, but that's not what it's doing. Because or runs before and, does it not? I'm gonna have to check now. Oh, so it's and then or. But then that's wrong, no? That would make the furnace wrong. If it's burning, so that's saying if it's burning, or there is a fuel input, or there is an item input? No, or there's a fuel input and an... Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense, because why, if it's burning, would it care about any of the recipe stuff? Right? Or am I crazy? What does this boolean do? Oh, it is just that. I should probably make that actually, because it just makes sense. This dot burn time is greater than... Okay, so you think then that this should be... It should be this. So if it's burning, or there's fuel and there's an input. I think that maybe makes sense. The question really is what happens after that matters. What did I do in here? When I did it in here, what did I do? So if it's not currently burning, then it checks if it's a fuel, it gets the burn time, removes the stack. If it's not a fuel, then it just resets it. Because it's not currently burning and there's no fuel. Wait, why am I doing fuel? I just realized, why am I doing fuel? I don't need to do fuel. This is an electric furnace. The entire point is that there's no fuel. That's literally the entire point. We're just going to completely ignore I ever tried to do fuel. Okay? We're ignoring this. I wasn't thinking, bruh. But yes, we literally don't have fuel. That's not it. Yeah, which makes this useless. And yeah, there's no need for this. So all this needs to be is this. So if there is an item in the input, yeah, if there's an item in the input, then all it needs to do is it needs to check if this dot progress is equal this dot max progress. I'll just do greater than or not equal just in case. Then I think all it needs to do is say, oh, it should actually check if there's a valid recipe though. So if not, or if a recipe is empty, then it just returns, I think, because there's no need for it to do anything. This should really be the other way around. So if the progress is less than this dot max progress, then we're going to do this dot progress plus plus, and then we're going to do this dot we're going to do energy storage dot amount is going to be plus equal, no, negative equal like 10 for now, and then wait, is this even necessary? I'm trying to think. So, like, is this if statement actually necessary? Let's think. If the input stack is empty, then we just want to return, don't we? If there's no item in the input, the furnace isn't doing anything, so it should just return. So if input stack is empty, then it should just return, which means I can get rid of that if statement. Okay. And then we're going to say if this dot progress is equal, greater than or equal to this dot max progress. And I think actually this can go. Then I'm going to say this dot progress is equal 0. And then, okay, I'm not thinking. I need to get the recipe entry. So recipe entry, or smelting recipe entry is equal recipe dot get, and then we're gonna say, oh, I should also set the max progress back to be, I think. We can get the value, and then we can craft it with the recipe input and the wrapper lookup, which we can get from the world, right? How do you get the wrapper lookup? I forgot. Is it this? It's that. I'm not playing Sleep Time Lullabies. I'm just playing Minecraft music, bro. That's it. This is all just Minecraft music. So that gets me the output stack. But I need to know if it can actually accept the output or not. So I'm going to go back to the abstract furnace blockend. Now, does the output method, this one, how does it grab the output? Oh, it does actually just craft it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully let Copilot do this for me. Would be nice. So item stack output. If output is empty, then it's false. Actually does need to be a single stack recipe input. Good to know. Then it gets the output inventory. Really, this can just be a simple input. There's no need to cast. That is one, isn't it? Yes, I think so. If the output stack is empty, then it's true. If they're not equal, it returns false. Isn't there? Yeah, this. It needs to be this one. And then what does it do? Output stack plus count is less than the output.get max count. Yes, but it also needs to check the actual count of the stack itself, I think. So it also needs to check that the oh yeah, this is the stack itself. Yeah, it needs to check the slot itself, which is this one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, good. Yeah, that should be fine, I believe. So then we can check here. If it can't accept the output, what should it do? Okay, let's grab the recipe entry. There we go. If it can't accept the output, then it just returns. Is that right, though? Is that what it should do? I believe so, yes. I believe that is correct. Then we get the output. The output won't be empty, though, because if it's empty, then this returns false. But I don't need to check if it's empty. All I need to do is I need to put it in the slot, I think. Inventory 1. No, I think I can just add stack output. Like that. And then input stack dot decrement 1. And then we update and then we return, I believe. So then all that needs to happen here is that, which is actually this. Wait, this isn't right. Is that right? Trying to think. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't need to call update though, do I? Oh no, I do need to core update. That's the whole entire point. I think. What does this do? Will sync. Sync is implemented here. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't remember how everything works, and I think it's in. I do ideally need to do this lit thing though. So close these. What I will do is I will say, how do I do lit? I guess if it's here. Problem is, it doesn't quite work like that. I think basically what I want to do is I want to get the state and check if it's equal to whether, yeah, just check if it's lit or not. But no, I guess that's not correct. It should be an end tick either way though. So sure, we'll do that. And we'll just say if get cache state dot get electric furnace block dot lit not equal to that. Yeah, so boolean running is equal this dot progress is greater than 0. I can just substitute those. And I think I need to use block.notify. Why? Do that, please. I think that's the one the furnace used. I'm actually going to check again. Yeah, that is the one, which is... Okay. Lit is actually maybe not a good one to use here, though. I'd prefer running. But I guess lit is fine, because that means I can just copy the furnace in here, and it won't be a problem. This is also unnecessary. I think I can just do that. No. How do I do it? Yeah, I think I just have to do settings, which is kind of cringe, but it is what it is. So let's do the get ticker. That would be quite important, wouldn't it? So tickable block entity.create ticker world. And then let's also do the use method, which is here somewhere, hopefully. Here it is. So if this, not this, if world is not client and the block entity is instance of the electric furnace entity, then player open the handled screen and return that. Nice. I think this actually does need to be like this though, doesn't it? I think that's how they want you to do it now. I think. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how you're meant to do it. But maybe you can just return this. I think you can actually just return this. believe. Okay. What am I missing? We need to do this. We do need to do this. So if, well, yes, first do that and then do. What I will do is I will inline that. Oh, it does actually need to give experience. That's a good point. I don't know how you do that. I guess on the inventory, or does that need to be in the slot? I have a feeling that's done in the green handler. At least that would make sense to me. Furnace output slot. Take stack. Yes. Drop experience for recipe used. So what does this do? Unlocks the recipes, get experience, and drop recipe used. This dot recipes used. Huh. Oh, because I guess you could have different recipes that produce the same output but have different experience values. That's interesting. I guess I'd never really thought of that, but yes, that is technically, I guess, possible. So should I also have a reference to int open hash map? Hello Snip Snap, welcome to the stream. When is this actually accessed? Like when are things added to this? That last recipe? That last recipe, when's that called? Craft recipe. Oh, do I really need to handle wet sponges individually? Come on. Really? I guess that kind of makes sense. It's so stupid, though. So it requires that... Wait, but isn't that the fuel slot? So that wouldn't work anyways, right? I mean, what I could do is I could add a slot, like, below the output slot. I think that's just kind of stupid, though. There's no need for that. Who really cares about getting their water back from sponges, right? I feel like no one really cares about it. So, okay. So to do the experience, then, I do need this thing. Where is it? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. I'm just gonna yoink this. And now it's mine. And then I'm going to yoink everything else. So, find a space for this on monitors. Oh yes, I do also need to do MBT. I guess we might as well do that whilst we're here. So I will do that here. Read MBT. We'll do this dot wrapped inventory storage dot read MBT. We'll do it. So if pains type 99. No, I don't think so. Do you know if it's possible to make a recipe needs several of an item when smelting? I believe smelting recipes do not allow for that. We can check real quick. Here we go. Smelting recipe. No, it doesn't, because they take ingredients. And ingredients are just items, so they don't have a count. So no, you cannot do that. That would be impossible. The only way to do that would probably be a bunch of mix-ins, I think. Or maybe you can register another recipe type, maybe? But I don't think so, because I think the way... Even the actual code for the furnace, I don't think allows for that. Because it just... it just decrements the input by 1. So the only way would be to write a mix-in to do that. Because vanilla jank. No, this is not correct. If mbt.contains... no, we're not doing this one first. We're doing inventory. This is a list. Okay, then it needs to do the same for energy. This is once again still a list. Come on, Copilot, you should know this by now. Then recipes used. How does this work? It is actually a compound. Interesting. You know, funny thing, vanilla doesn't clear the recipe used list. Actually. It just doesn't clear them. Which is interesting, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of stupid. Like it should probably clear them. Oh well. This needs to be identifier.of E. Registry keys. And get int. Yep, that's fine. Then write NBT is going to be pretty much exactly the same. Oh, actually, funny thing, vanilla saves the burn time, cook time, and fuel times as shorts, not integers. I guess that makes sense, because if they're being used in property delegates, then they do have to be shorts. I could just put them as shorts there, but then obviously I guess that breaks everything because these require ints. It's really cringe. That's a good thing to note. So these are actually short. And get short like that. And it's going to be the exact same thing here. Yeah, that just means you have to cast it to a short though, which I hate, to be honest, but ow. And then var recipes used. This dot recipes used dot for each. Key count. Put in skip value dot to string. Yeah, that's just the same as vanilla. Good. Okay, have I missed anything? So I do need a method to actually add a new recipe. So public void that last recipe is a nullable recipe entry. That's actually a good point, because the recipe thing up here, this can just be a smelting. There's no need for it to be. Oh, there is. Oh, no, it's not. I can do that. Oh, no, I can't do that. Never mind. It does actually need to be wildcard. That's cringe. So if recipe is null, then it returns, else it just does add to, and then recipe.id 1. And then all I need to do is call this. So when is this called in vanilla? We're going to look. Here. So that's when it actually crafts the recipe. So right here. Like that. And then the only other thing to do is the actual experience when you take the item. So let's come to here. Let's do a public okay, I'm going to copy actually the vanilla method for this. That's just, so I'll do that, and then I'll do a public void drop experience, and all it's going to do is go for this dot recipe used dot values, and oh, it clears the recipes. Oh yeah, that's a good point. It also calls on recipe crafted on the player, and it also calls unlock. I guess I kind of need to do that then, don't I? You know what's funny? I can copy this entire method, because yeah, I can do that. This is also a stupid method. Who invented this method and why? Why would you ever do this? Makes no sense. Yeah. See? I agree. Stupid method. But yes, sure. So you do that, and then this. Now all this needs here is what? Just an inventory, or what does it actually? List of items. All of the item stacks, or what? What does it actually want for that? It wants all the item stacks? Why? I think I can do that though. Yeah, I can do that, but like, why? Why does it want all the item stacks? That seems stupid, but whatever. Sure. So that'll work. And then what I will do is we'll go to the screen handler. And actually we won't go to the screen handler because we need to create our screen handler. This also needs to be the stock property, so I will note. Go. Let's create the screen handler. Class extends screen handler. Boom, boom. Structure, yes. Not like that though, we need the player inventory. And then we also need the payload, so the block was payload. And then we also need the properties as well, I believe. Oh no, not for this one. Not for this one, right? So this is the client one, or is this the server? I forget. Either way, we need this one. It also takes in the block entity, so the electric furnace block entity, and then it also takes in the property delegate. Yeah, and this one actually calls this one. This one calls sync ID, player inventory. That is get world, that's just pause, and then this is a new array property delegate of 2. And we can just do screen handler type init dot electric furnace. We can add the player inventory. Yes. Which one are we meant to do? Add player slots, I think. 8 and 84. Is that correct? I think that's actually correct, you know. Let's look at something where I've done that. Maybe this one. 8 and 84. That is correct. Lovely. Okay. Also going on the wrapped inventory storage, which necessary. So from block entity.get wrapped inventory storage, and then we do wrapped inventory storage on open or something, but only if we check the size. So we need check size of size 2. And then we're going to add the block the blocks, which will take in the wrapped inventory storage. And then we're going to do that. Okay. Let's quickly go ahead and create this. There we go. Private void. That should be 0, and that should be 1. But this will actually need to be a new slot class, which I'll create in a second. And then can use, we also need the context and also store the block entity as well. So electric furnace block entity, and then also a private final, what's it called? Screen handler context. And we can set these in here. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Oh, Jonas, thank you for the €10 super chat. Look at that. Hello, Turdy. I really appreciate what you're doing. There's not really any good tutorial documentation for you, except yours. You really did save my butt. You are welcome. I agree. There is not a huge amount for 1.12. But yeah, I appreciate the €10 super chat. That is much appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, 1.12, man, those were the days, eh? God, I remember 1.12 like it was yesterday. It was quite fun, 1.12. I definitely prefer modern Minecraft though. Just the way things are done now is just so much better. Now that we at least have lambdas, for example, are a massive thing. But yeah, 1.12 is nothing like 1.12. There truly is. But yeah, thank you for the €10 super chat. Much appreciated. There we go. I'll just return an empty item. At some point, I need to implement quick move. I'm lazy. I haven't done it yet. So. There we go. Now let's create a class for the slot here, since this is going to need to be slightly different. So we're going to want a public static class, and I'm going to call this the output slot. This needs to extend slots, and yes, this does need to take in the usual. Okay. And what's it gonna be? So we're gonna have a, how do we do it in the, for example, alloy furnace? Can insert, yes, that's correct. Meaning you can't then obviously insert into it, which is useful. And then we also want on take, I think it is. Let's go to this. So this overrides take stack, on take item, on crafted, and on crafted again. Yeah, 1.12 it's painful. It is quite painful because the way that everyone does things back then was not, it's not the optimal way of doing things in any way, because people just didn't really care about what they were doing. So you ended up with a bit of a mess a lot of the time. I mean, you're probably never going to find, for example, you know, an optimized 1.12 mod. It just doesn't exist. But it is what it is. I mean, in its own way, it's nice. But in other ways, I'm very glad to no longer be using 1.12. count this stack dot get count? Yes, that's fine. Dirty Chemistry was never in 1.12. Dirty Chemistry started in 1.15. In 1.12, I was developing a mod called Minecraft Madness, which was just a kitchen sink mod. But yeah, that was good fun. I was also developing a mod called Fantasia, which was a fantasy mod I was working on, which I tried somewhat recently to try and kind of port forward and try to rewrite it, but it turns out it's a lot harder than I thought to port from 1.12. So I overrode the wrong map. Oh, are you thinking of better fauna? Oh no, you're thinking you're thinking of vanilla expansion, I think, which I was also doing on 1.12. I completely forgot I even was working on that mod. But yes, I was doing that. That was good fun, actually. I think I tried to port that too. And then I think those are the only ones I did in 1.12. Obviously, none of which I completed. Because that's how I be. Flora and fauna? What? What are you on about, White? Are you thinking of oh, what's it called? That is not a mod I was doing. I was never working on a mod called Flora and Fauna. I promise you. I think you're thinking of Better Fauna. That's it, Better Fauna. I think that's what you're thinking of. I was doing that back in the day. That wasn't 1.12 though. That was like 1.18, maybe. I was working on that with a guy, and then I had to drop it because I realized that I'm awful at entities and I hate them, and I don't know how to do entity AI, so that didn't last long. I don't know. I actually do wonder sometimes if the guy is still working on that or not. I don't think he knew how to code, so I assume not. But I don't know. Maybe he's found someone else to do it. But yeah, I was doing that back in the day, but not back in 1.12. No chance. No, there was only those 3 mods I was doing back in 1.12. So Vanilla Expansion, Fantasia, and Minecraft Madness. I'm pretty sure those are the only mods I did in 1.12. Because even the Slippery mod, I started that in 1.15, 16, I think. And that feels like it was ages ago. Yeah, I don't think you were even in my server in 1.12, right? Because my server was very small back then, because I wasn't doing tutorials when I had back in 1. Well, I did eventually, actually, but I don't think you joined back then. I feel like you didn't join that long ago. Yeah. Maybe I should go back to 1.12 for a stream. I should do a stream in 1.12. That'd be good fun. But I don't really want to do Fabric in 1.12 because that's a bit weird. I'd have to go back to Forge. Oh, you did 1.12 with Technovision? Yeah, he was called Lawmaster back in 1.12. Which was a much better name. Technovision is cringe. I still hate that name. Player. I don't have the player. Ah! Get rid of that method then. I don't think he's making videos anymore. I don't think he's famous. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure he's not famous. We can check. Let's check. Okay, bearing in mind he doesn't come up when I Google him, I assume he's not famous. Yeah, not really. He's less active than I am. He hasn't posted in a year, and when he did, he got 500, 180 views. So no, he's not famous. He did a tutorial for 1.19 Fabric. I think I've got more views than that, even. Maybe not actually. 20k on my setup video. Should we have a look? Oh, be careful not to dox my photos. Let's see. Setup. Oh, not quite. Not quite. We're at 11k. We're almost at 10k, bro. That's kind of crazy. 10k is crazy. Yeah, it was very to be fair, he joined the Fabric train very early on, which was why it was controversial for him to do it that early on. I think this is everything, guys. Yeah, a lot of people, I've realized this, a lot of people started in 1.15. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Like, did something happen in 1.15? Oh, was 1.15 wasn't COVID, was it? I don't think. Or was it? Or was that the start of COVID? Honestly, my scale of time is terrible. Was 1.15 the start of COVID? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it's 4 years ago, so probably. But I mean, look at this. My 1.15 setup tutorial, 96k views. Almost 100k on this video. Even like setup episode 2, 35k. Blocks, 20k. That's crazy. That's insane. 1.12 I don't think is even close. Yeah, 1.12 is 41k, 10k, which is good, but it's not even close to 1.15. And then 1.16, I think, flopped. Oh, it didn't. 1.16 didn't flop at all. Holy moly. I didn't realize it got that many views, actually. Huh. 1.17 didn't do great, but that makes sense because 1.17 was really kind of an intermediary version. It wasn't main version. 1.18 likewise was quite intermediary. And then yeah, 1.19 was decent. And then yeah, 1.20 was okay. 1.20 was okay. And then Fabric is going pretty well for 1.21, I think. But yeah, it's interesting. Damn, look how much these Java tutorials flop. I tried so hard to get the Java tutorials to be a big thing by only posting these for a while. It just didn't work. People were not interested. And it's not surprising, but it could have been good. Could have been a good thing. But nope. Anyways, we're sidetracked again, as usually happens. We need to make a screen class, so let's do that. Let's also actually create the methods to get the progress. So we're going to want a public int get progress. This, how do you do it? You do this dot property or something. Property data. How do you do it? Oh, actually, speaking of, I should check the data count. Well, properties of size 2. There you go. And I think I need to create this as a variable, don't I? Which is really kind of weird, but there we go. Stop properties is equal properties, and then I can just do properties.get 0 max progress. Let's also get the energy, so we're going to simple energy storage. Get rid of energy storage.get storage null, and then we'll do a public long. No, we actually want a float. Get progress percentage. There you go. Probably actually say if. Let's do this. Int progress is equal that. Max progress is equal that. If either of them are 0, then we return 0. Return math help dot clamp, and between 0 and 1. There we go. And then we'll do a public float. Get energy percentage. I'm going to say long energy. To actually get amount like that. Max energy. Boom. Boom. So then we can close this, close this, close this, close this. What's going on here? We need that. And we need the player. How do we get the player? We don't have a player. Wait, why does it need a player, actually? Oh, because the player needs to unlock the recipe. Hmm. Do I just get the nearest player? Or do I... What does the furnace do, actually? Abstract furnace box. On state replaced. Here we go. Oh, it just calls the sub method. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think that, but yeah. Nice. So we'll do that, and then we also need to... Oh, this actually doesn't call the super method if it's not the same state. Oh, I guess that makes sense, because it needs to remove the block end. It needs to remove the block entity, and it doesn't do that if it's not the same. If it's the same state anyways. So in reality, I should actually then just do that. And it only needs to do that if we're server side. So if world is instance of a server world, then we do this. And we also need to item scatterer dot on state replaced. Can I do that or not? No, because the way that works. Born. What I can do is I can get the route inventory storage, and I can actually do... Oh, you know what? Didn't I make a method to do this? I did. I made a drop contents method. Look at that. So smart. There we go. I can't believe I did that. Oh, speaking of, what I need to do is I also need to override the close method, and I need to do that. Which isn't really important, but like you kind of need to do it, so. Super, and then it updates the comparators apparently. Yeah, and then if it's not the block entity, just else do that. Is that right? Yes, that's correct. Good. I'm actually just going to rename this to block entity for it to be so long. Good, good. Good, good, good. Validate ticker? Interesting. That's interesting. Anyways. I think that's everything other than now the screen. So let's go into here. Go into the screen. I'm just going to copy the alloy furnace. Never mind. I'm not going to do that because I need the energy bar. So I'm going to copy the... what's nice and simple? Fuck it, I'll copy the alloy furnace. Sure, fine. So what are we calling this? This is the electric furnace. Electric. Electric. Go. We don't have a burn time, so that can go bye-bye. This is the electric furnace sprinkler. This needs to be get progress percentage. Okay, and then we need to add the widget for the energy, which I'm going to do using the thermal generator. No, where have I added the widget? Is it in the upgrade station? Yes. There we go. Actually, that's a good point. I can use this method in the handler. Here. No, can I not do that? Oh, right. I can do that though. I actually don't need this. I should. And while I'm at it, actually, let's fix the energy widget because I think I've done this wrong. So I think this needs to be. It feels from the Y, an X and the Y, but it actually needs to fill from the Y. Wait. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and bind that anyways. So I'm in here. Screen, 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 screen. Where's the screen? Am I blind? Blind. Lovely. Screen handler type in it. Got electric furnace screen. I think that's everything. I think we can test it. Oh, I do need to register the sided things. So we'll quickly do that. Energy storage.sided.register for block entity. Electric furnace block entity. And item store. There we go. Let's test it. What do you guys think? Do you think it'll work? Think it'll work first try? One thing I will do real quick actually is create the texture for the GUI. That will help a lot. I'm gonna do that. Oh, my PC is crashing. Never mind, just paint.net is crashing. Ah, there we go. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly find a file. Gosh. Here we go. This one. Okay. Actually, no, not that one. This one. Because we're gonna need to fix this. This isn't gonna. So, just quickly do this. So that needs to be up there, and then we can get rid of. This. and then we can move this to here. That might not be exactly centered. Have Paint.net changed the background? This seems way darker than it used to be. Maybe I've changed the background and completely forgotten I've done it. Also, the selection color is different. Unless my monitor is dying. It's actually quite possible my monitor is dying, because sometimes my monitor gives me the completely wrong color. But to me, this looks very blue, which it didn't used to be. Anyways, let's go object, align object. We can go horizontal. Yeah, we'll go both. I will that, and I will do that. There we go. And then we've got to get the positions. So we'll say this one, which is at 49, and then this one. This is always hard to tell where exactly the slot is. I think it's one up from that. Yes. So what is this? This is 108. 108. Okay. Quickly do this. So 108 and 33 is the output slot. So 108, 33, and then the input slot is 49, 33. And then we need to do the arrow as well. I will just figure out is going to be at 71:33. So we'll go to the screen and we'll go 71:33. X plus 71, Y plus 33. And then I'm just going to quickly grab this. So this needs to be 0. Good. And then the only other thing that needs to be done is I need to add the energy bar in there. I'm quickly going to add that as well. Just going to go here. And I'll grab the position. So that's 14410. Go here. That is 144 Y10. So if I go ahead and build. And once that's built, we should be able to test this. Oh, I should save the texture though, shouldn't I? That'll be quite important. So we'll do that. Electric furnace. I think I spelled that wrong. No, I spelled that fine. Good. So, I need to actually build again so that the texture shows up. Hopefully it'll take, yeah, a bit quicker this time it should. Yep, good. Okay. So. Have a look-sees. And this one, I didn't do the data gen. That's a good point. Doesn't really matter. Oh, that's not good. What's happened here? Index 1 out of bounds for length 1. Excuse me? Where? Where? Wait, actually where though? What is it? What is... You can't just give me that error and then not give me a stack trace. But really? No stack trace? Okay. So it's obviously something that happens in this constructor here. Oh, this needs to be index 0, I think, because it's a different inventory. I think that's why. We'll try it. Think that's why. Yes, that is correct. Should we quickly just do the data gen, because otherwise that's going to get on my notes. Data gen, loot table. Yeah, that one, thank you. Lang. Gonna add that and that, thank you. Copilot's on its game today. And this is going to be a normal. No. No. What is it? It's, register. What is it? Orientable or something? Oh, register cooker. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's that one. That's the electric furnace, and then we're going orient. And then I don't really care about the recipes. That's not. I will just run data gen. Meanwhile, that's doing its thing anyways. Let's actually try and put some things in here. So let's first of all connect it up to these bad boys. Et voila, and property enum property facing north, south, east, west is not defined for block electric furnace. Excuse me? I'll have you know it is defined. Is it not? Oh, I accidentally put hopper facing, not horizontal facing. Yeah, that would definitely that would explain things. It needs to be horizontal facing. Let's rerun data gen. Wow. And we'll give it a second. Hopefully this will work. And then that will probably be it for this stream. How long have we been going for? Yeah, just over 2 hours. So that'll probably be it once we've done this. This is the Cat Putin Frappe theme. Part of the, I think it's Cappuccino. Yes. This plugin. If you get this plugin, you can get this theme. Good. Let's do F3T. And I think also like reload or something. So things, I don't know. I always do it anyway. Anyways, yes, that has worked. Good. Why isn't this receiving power though? I think my cables are scuffed by a bit late. Huh. Oh, I know why. Wait, do I? Do I know why? Did I just have a revelation that's not a revelation? I might have just had a revelation that's in fact. Nope, I did have a revelation. I forgot to sync it, you know? Kind of the most important thing that you always need to do. I forgot to do that. What's it? Update packet or something? Is it block entity update? Yeah, that one. And then I also need initial chunk thing. Initial, this one. Super, and then write MBT, return MBT. We're gonna have to restart the game again. But it will actually work this time. I'm pretty sure. Come on, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. You better be crossing your fingers. If I find that a single one of you is not crossing your fingers right now, I'm going to be very, very angry. We need fingers crossed for this to work, otherwise this is not going to work. Yeah, you can do that too, right? That helps too. Let's have a look. Yay! Okay, let's test if it actually does things. Because if it doesn't, that would be very unfortunate. Oh. It does. I'm just going to check the tick rate. What is it? Tick query? It is 20. Okay. Oh, we got experience. Look at that. But it works. It's just instant. Right. Why? Why is it instant? If progress is greater than or equal to max progress, then progress is 0. Max progress is 0. Okay. Oh. Because the max progress is 0. So progress is 0. So therefore this never happened because it's always just 0. But what I need to do is just put this here, I think, and that should fix it. Okay, let's try. Okay, it's working. It's just not showing me progress. That's actually interesting. I don't know why it's not showing me progress. What we can try and do then, to figure that out, is just plonk that there. Progress is 0. Max progress is 0. Okay, so basically, what that means is this. Oh. We're going to completely ignore that ever happened, guys. You have not seen me just do that. That never happened. You've imagined it. You imagined it. Nothing ever happened. All is good. Everything works. I'm glad I figured that out then, and didn't spend hours looking at that trying to figure out what it was. But anyways, I think that's pretty much going to be it. Hello Lime, welcome to the stream. We are just about to end though. But yeah. I think that's going to be it for this stream. Because we've been going for... because we've been going for 2 hours. Is it actually consuming energy or not? Should we have a look? It is. It is consuming energy. Ignore that it's upside down. That's the bug that I need to fix. Which I haven't got around to fixing yet. One thing it might be nice to do actually is just make it a little bit faster. Something like that. Look like. Can I do that? Yeah, so that just basically makes it twice as fast as a normal furnace. Which is good and dandy. That's basically all it needs to do. And I think that's it. Unless I'm forgetting something. That's a furnace, right? And I guess if I go in survival... Oh no, I thought I fixed that! Anyways, that gave me levels, right? Or am I crazy? I heard the level sound, but I don't know if it actually gave me levels. I wasn't looking, to be honest. Is it giving me levels? I don't think it is, you know. Yes, I do plan on adding some kind of upgrade system. But it's not going to be just like basic, you know, epic, whatever. It's going to be more of like an actual reasonable upgrade system. Like, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but it'll be some kind of like you upgrade the actual block itself. Like by adding, I don't really know how to explain it, but like you're gonna be able to add parts to the actual block. The block will actually be more like dynamic, yeah, kind of like thermal, I guess. Yeah, like how in thermal you can add a component, right, and it makes it. It speeds it up or whatever. It'll be the same kind of thing, but it would be more like you add, like steel plating and it keeps the heat in better or something like that. I don't know. It won't just be like you craft an upgrade. If you get what I mean, you know. Do cables actually work? 1 second. Because I think I've broken them. I'm not sure if they actually work or not. They do. That's good to know. Is it actually also lit? Like if I do that. Oh, that's not good. It probably shouldn't do that. So there are obviously some bugs. But yes, it is actually lit, and I assume it does. Yeah, good. So it does actually like change rotation like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, the video will hopefully be coming out soon. I think I'm gonna re-record it though, so it might come out later on. Or maybe I'll just re-record parts of it. I also realized I have the game on the screen once again. Why didn't you guys tell me? I always forget to move it to my other monitor. Anyways, yeah, I might just re-record parts of it, and I don't have to re-record the whole thing. That'll probably be easier, for everyone. But yeah, I will see you in the next stream, which will be at some point, in the somewhat near future, hopefully, maybe. And I think I should make the game cam smaller. I could do. Yeah, I can't actually see it now though. Now that the game's not running, I can't even see it. Yeah, I think the size of the window just depends on the actual size of the window. I'll have a look next time that I stream. Also, Minecraft music stopped at some point. I don't know when that happened. Oh no, it hasn't stopped. It's playing boss music apparently. Lovely. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you in the next stream. Goodbye.